It was December the 31st, New Year's Eve, just over 2 years ago. I was staying in a cottage in North Norfolk, and I decided to take a gift to a friend who lived a couple of miles away. So I took her the gift, we had a chat, and I was just driving back home to the cottage. It was pitch black, a winter's late afternoon, early evening. And as I drove along the road, and I can't explain this, but in an instant, from nowhere it seemed to me, there was a face in the windscreen, right in front of me, looking at me as if to say, "What the hell are you doing?" No time to respond. My car smashed into him, and I put on the emergency flashes. I remember doing that. And I got out of my car and I saw in the road there was a person lying across the white line. And there were already 2 or 3 people around him, and I knew I couldn't go close. Well, it's 15 months after the accident, and I've come back to the exact spot where it happened, on the A148 just outside Holt in North Norfolk. Today it's a bright, it's a crisp spring afternoon. It's dry, there's perfect visibility. And I can see the road perfectly well, clearly to the left and the right of me. Michael Rawson wouldn't have had this view. It was pitch black on a winter's evening when he was here. He would have just seen headlights, white dots in the dark, as he judged when he thought it was safe to cross the road on his crutches. The reason I've come back, I don't quite understand why, but I want to get to know Michael, the man I killed. Jonathan.
Oh, hello. Diana.
This is where Michael Rawson lived for the last year of his life, in Lloyd Court.
Nice to meet you.
Deputy manager.
Yeah.
Is Marie
yes, she
expecting me?
is. Absolutely.
I want to meet the people who knew him. The manager here, Marie Quantrill, has been very kind on the phone, but I am worried that the people here will blame me for the death of their friend.
It's funny where we wanted to get hold of you, and then out of the blue you get in touch. It just felt so right, because we so wanted to meet you and try and make you feel a bit better from where we were sitting.
Thank you. I mean, that's incredibly generous
We
of you.
know that road so
Yeah.
well, don't we? You know, I mean, the bus drivers were concerned about him.
His friends were.
His friends were, and he wouldn't wear the jacket that was given to him.
I was told at the inquest that he had a high vis, but he
He
didn't wear
did.
it.
No, he did.
And sadly, it affects somebody else, doesn't it? You know.
And that would upset him, wouldn't it, Marie?
Yeah, to
that
think
would
that
upset
have
Michael.
affected somebody
Yeah,
else.
absolutely.
Yeah, that
yeah.
would have,
yeah.
yeah.
Because he was so generous in himself, wasn't
Yeah.
he, Marie?
Yeah.
That he would be devastated
Yeah.
if he saw you like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you could describe Michael for me.
Big smile,
Yeah.
and he was always full
Mischievous.
of mischievous all the
Totally.
time. Yeah.
And I think you said you had a photograph as well.
Yes, yes, yeah.
This is the picture of Michael. Yeah?
Yeah.
Hello. Hello, Michael. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. He looks lovely. He looks really sweet. He looks very kind.
He was kind, wasn't he? He's a rogue.
This is so strange. That's Michael Rawson. Oh gosh, this is Michael alive and well and smiling at the camera, and
He wasn't physically well, he was mentally well, but not physically.
he looks a bit like my dad when my dad was very old. A slight look of my dad, just, an old man with grey hair and specs and looking, engaging with the camera, engaging as if to say, yeah, what? You want me to sit here? You want my photograph? Why? Why do you want to take my photograph? And I like the fact that his collar is kind of just sticking up a bit, sticking out.
That was him. He wasn't actually a tidy dresser, was he? There's just no way. What you see is what you get. You can keep that copy.
I'll do one.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is now a man. This is not a death. This is a life. This is so different.